So, why does every person in the country have their own political ideology?
Well, every person has a different background, and that leads to a variety of different demographics. I mean, there's race, gender, wealth distribution. All of that affects how people conceive politics, and a person's political socialization changes based on how they're raised and what sort of environment they live in. For example, there are different types of viewpoints that people want, and each individual has their own unique political ideology. And while there's an underlying set of values that most Americans can agree on, hot-button issues such as abortion and immigration have caused huge rifts between the population. And this is what's causing like the difference between political parties and things like that. So basically, people are different, and that's why people have different political ideologies.
So, Mr. Timothy Tong, why is public opinion important?
It's important because people can replace government officials. So, like, if the public doesn't like the government, they can try to revolt and overthrow them. Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Okay. You're kind of practicing stuff for no reason.
What is the purpose of public opinion?
Public opinion is, it doesn't really have a purpose. It's just a thing that's there, and it's one of the most important aspects of the government, because citizens must feel that they have a trustworthy government, or else they don't trust the government and they might start revolting or voting for new leaders.
What is the effect of public ideology?
Public ideology causes people to be scared, and so they band together and they form political parties, and then they form like echo chambers inside the political party, so they only hear their own views, so it polarizes the party. And then after the party polarizes, people get less scared towards like people go farther towards the extreme. And the people start trusting government less. Like the main people, they don't trust government as much. Yeah.
Got a problem, small Chinese boy?
No.
So, how is public opinion brought into Congress?
Public opinion is brought into Congress is there's protesting, and one of the ways protesting is brought up is letters, like how I'm gonna write a letter to Congress after this about the interrogation process, because they give us a Russian vodka drinking officer.
Don't test me, little boy. So, do all bureaucrats listen to every single puny voter?
No, because if they did, that would just become hyperpluralism. Government will listen to the constituents, and they will pick the most important things and take into account the benefit of all citizens, and they'll have to balance between public opinion and political action. The people in the government, they keep their peace, and there's no dictatorship like you would want.
Puny boy got some smarts. What is the significance of public opinion?
I will never answer to you.
Go!
Significance
of public opinion.
Public opinion is important because without it, our country will not have a stable economy and the people won't get what they want.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. Please, I'm only a man. Public opinion is very important for this country. The importance of public opinion affects the lives of every American. And there's nothing you can do to change that.
We'll see.
Drink it.
I'm ready. Okay. Press record.
Significance of minority.
Well, for starters, in 2050, over 50% of the population will be part of a minority group.
How do they know that?
Well, they take polls. I mean, through random sampling, and they take polls and they find out who's part of which minority, and That's how they know.
So as you can see in this demographic, most Americans do not trust the federal government. In fact, trust in the federal government has been going down ever since 2001. Because America has the least amount of outside control from other countries, we generally have a lot more pride. This is probably because we have more faith in God and morality as a whole.
As you can see in the graph, there is a downward trend in the younger population with voting. This is most likely because of the decreased party affiliation among new voters, which in turn can cause a skewed public opinion because the younger, generally liberal view is not being heard. Based off of this line graph, we can see that as the white majority decreases, the minority groups gradually increase, eventually causing a balance among ethnic groups.
Since 1973, the confidence in nearly every American institution has gone down, an exception to the military, which during that time had a budget of $300 billion, and today a budget of nearly $600 billion. Here's me back in Vietnam. So in this meme, we see a young lad looking very, very conservative and aspiring to be Donald Trump. However, his situation is very familiar to me. Nope, that is not what I was thinking. This is more like it.
Public opinion is redo, and yeah, redo again.
Yeah. So, does Kim Jong-un not have buttocks?
No, he doesn't. Right?
Why?
What? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I don't know. He's God. He's a god.
Small Chinese boy like that, not God.
He's Korean.
Same thing. That's no good. You need to be like Russia.
No. Yeah. Dasa's bad.
Why'd you say Dasa is bad? Da is bad.
Mommy.
What's going on?
Gorlami.
You is stupid.
Gorlami. Wait.
Arugula.
Dominate the coco.